So here we are, doctor, with this patient. All my patients are amazing, right? And I've just refracted him. He's very advanced keratoconus. And we'll see what he can read now with that. Remember, this is keratoconus, I said, right? They don't usually see anything, correct? Just can you please read, and don't push yourself, just read what you can. Can you read anything there?
Yes, sir. ZPD.
Check his voice, amazing.
HRL.
So voice is confident, I'm listening to that, okay? Go.
TOC.
Look at him, go.
VLNEK. DAOFR. ECDHB or S.
Pushing you, come on.
FZCOY.
Middle one.
Would be a G.
Okay, so we'll give him close to that. Anything there? Pushing you.
OFLCN.
What would you give him that sign? Yes?
See,
Doctor?
Yep.
Lovely. Pushing you. Don't have to.
I can't see it.
Okay, no problem. So see that, he's coming down to 2025. This is keratoconus case. Got it?
Right.
Now we'll take him to Florida driving license and I'll show him the difference. Remember again, Justin, this is the, what I call this the $1 billion test, right?
Yes, sir.
Cover your right eye. Can you see that, please?
No.
See through this and give me 1 to 10, 10 being the best. Quick.
10. Complete change.
So this is very important for me, doctor. He is not a 2020 case. He's a keratoconus case. So I'm now doing my ethical test. Is it worth, I know I have found my goal. He can see.
Right.
But is it worth doing surgery, spending money, going through healing?
That was the 10th test for it. Yep.
So when he gives me 10 on 10, I'm very happy, right?
Right.
It's worth it. Now, his case is also, like all our patients, we have planned it for him. We planned a staging. He came to me structural, could not see, could not be measured. So those are my structural surgeries for keratoconus, right?
Yes, sir. You moved the needle forward.
Look at his language, amazing. I put this intact ring on a corneoplastique base. You see that like a smile?
Yes.
You can come and show the doctors here. So you can see this ring here. Decrease the light here a little bit. See how we placed it with the laser? So it's there, and that pulled his cone and made it central and gave it shape. So we took him with that and brought his astigmatism to nearly 0.3. Can you see that?
Yes.
So that made him measurable. Now from structural, he has become a visual case for me. So now, Justin, you have two options. One, non-surgical. You can wear contacts, glasses, scleral contacts.
No, not an option for me. You've given me so much hope up until now. Like there's no way I'm going back to corrective lenses if there is an option for me to get, my vision sorted out correctly. You've always told me that cornea transplant is off the table for me, and that you can, fix the problem from a structural to a vision standpoint. But I've always been told, yeah.
And what are the options you were given before coming here?
The options were cornea transplant, period. Like it was either do a cornea transplant or nothing, just live with it.
So he's an amazing ballroom dance teacher, by the way, amazing guy. So you see his IQ. So now you saw that, what we did. So we took him from structural, made him visual. And now I measured him myself, despite all the technologies we've been through, eye trace, Penacam, everything, right? And we actually saw his vision. And what's even more important for me, doctor? Doctor here from Kentucky, he's watching, so I want him to learn, yes.
Is he satisfied with his outcome?
No, perception. He gave me 10 on 10.
Oh, right.
Okay. So that makes me, yes, it's worth doing. Now I cannot guarantee the outcome, it's still keratoconus. But we're taking calculated steps. Another important thing, I can't lose what I have right now.
Right.
We've already brought him from zero to such a high level.
Yeah.
While I'm looking at the apex excitedly because 10 on 10,
Right.
I can't fall because then I lose my work that I've done. Makes sense, Justin?
Yes, sir.
Again, you with your IQ can wrap it up. Doctors are always watching. Anything you want to say about your case, quick?
Quickly, hope is available. If we're willing to take chances in anything and break the norm, you can find new and better ways of doing things. I think Dr. Gulani is trend setting a new way of approaching eye surgery and eye rehabilitation, vision rehabilitation. I think that there is always hope, and I think he exemplifies that. So I appreciate you.
My pleasure again. And Doctor, any question from you? So from the point of this dynamite young person, in the throes of his life, given the options of a transplant and hard contact, none of them are wrong. By the book, that's the options. But even though you cannot guarantee, can you fight for them?
Right.
Got it?
Exactly.
And then when you see them coming out like this and becoming measurable, remember now he has actually an option like a normal person.
Right.
He can wear glasses, contacts, or opt for surgery.
Right.
So because I have refracted him with that and I can see, I will now do LaZrPlastique technique on his cornea, on his cone, on his intact. And that's what we do. Right?
Yes, sir.
Excited?
Very excited.
Do my best.
Thank you.
Get out today. Justin, you done? Love it, man. Love it. See this patient's crying, Justin.
Really?
Patient's crying.
Oh my gosh.
From Qatar to here, how much he must have spent?
Oh my gosh.
3-minute surgery.
$10,000.
Today, I think we are 90% of the patients from all over the world that we are fixing today are from mostly keratoconus complications. And the amazing thing, what gives me so much gratification is all my patients, all of you are coming back for second eyes, and they're going visual, while everybody else here is landing with, they've been given no option other than transplant or hard contacts. So it's such a pleasure. And you are an amazing, came in structural keratoconus, you became visual with the intact, and now we're going to do visual LaZrPlastique.
Yes, and I can't wait.
Love it. I'm going to mark your eyes now, cornea. Rochelle, what do you want with Justin? What fun are you doing? Oh, you want to see the marking too, right? Okay, fine. So that's what I'm going to do here is come forward. Please chin there, head to the bend. I'm going to mark your axis because of your very high regularity of the cornea, of the cone. And in this way, just extra marks I want for being as accurate in this complex keratoconic eye. Wide open, please. Thank you. Perfect. And straight, please. Don't move. Got it. Thank you. Sit back, please. So, again, doctors, these are my own patients. This is a patient who's coming here who had come with extreme keratoconus with no options, and we first did a structural surgery because he was not measurable, remember?
Yes, sir.
In my entire category of 28 techniques for keratoconus, I categorize patients who cannot be measured or cannot see as structural, and those who can see as visual. He came in structural. We did a corneoplastique based intact ring in the cornea in such a way that we made him measurable and visual, and now we are taking that knowledge. How many months later?
It's been 6 months.
Correct.
About 6 months.
So we also not only measurability doctors, I teach you on stability. We also have to make sure he's stable. And now we are going towards the visual category with LaZrPlastique. Right?
Yes, sir.
Anything you want to say that's in your mind to doctors who are watching all day?
Just the, the fact that Dr. Gulani actually takes the time to educate people like me, people who need help, need hope, and need an answer. He takes the actual time to explain what it is that we're going to get done. That way we're educated enough to know how we're being helped, instead of remaining in the dark where we're just left wondering. So,
Absolute pleasure. Yes.
thank you.
Ready, steady.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All excited?
Shall we down?
Excited.
Let's go, baby.
Justin, shall we?
So in ballroom, we inflate the elbow, pull the chest straight up to the ceiling, the sternum to the ceiling, and with the elbows inflated, you'll open up the palms to create that closed ring. And so in that position, you want to keep your shoulders out of it. You want to keep your chest responsible for your arm position so that you maintain that regal position.
Let's go dance.
Let's do it. Let's dance.
Come on. This is Justin.
Very nice. Wonderful. 3, 2, 1.
Justin, we just finished doing LaZrPlastique on your keratoconus. Can you tell any difference?
A ton more clarity with the light that I'm looking at. It's a lot sharper, a lot crisper. No pain at all, and it was really, really quick.
And doctors, if you look up there on the screen, you see a perfect circle of sight, and that is very important. That always translates to vision. So you can see 6 months ago, we put the intact ring here, take his eye from a structural case because he was not measurable or had any vision. And 6 months later, that we have turned him into a visual case. We did just finish LaZrPlastique, and you can see a perfect reflex central circle that always results in vision. Is that correct, Justin?
Yes, sir. In fact, the flashing dot is getting a little crisper now, too.
Congratulations, been a pleasure.
That's awesome. Let's go. So,
Can you see already?
should I open that?
Open the eye, yes.
Oh wow, I don't
Wow.
see. It doesn't look like you did anything. I mean, I know you did, but like, yeah, it looks like your normal
That's
eye.
incredible.
You should
Wow.
probably close it.
How many minutes is it?
Wow.
You didn't feel anything?
No, I mean, it was, just a lot of like moving parts, a lot of working mechanics. I know that you're, a genius when it comes to manipulation in surgery, and I couldn't really tell,
3
Your
minutes.
eye looks
bold
fine.
directions, bold, coaching.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
And these are doctors watching all day just in our
Hello.
institute. Patients from all over the world are here, doctors, and today a lot of them are keratoconus cases from literally all over the planet. Next patient going to Switzerland, before this was Qatar. And here's my own patient who has traveled back. And for him, what I call cases structural when they cannot be measured, very bad keratoconus, and then visual, those where they have vision potential. We took him to structural by first doing corneoplastique based intact 6 months ago.
Yes.
Put that in his eye, and then in his cornea keratoconus, and made him visual. And today we did a visual surgery LaZrPlastique. And how's the vision?
It's great. I could tell a difference kind of straight away when I was under the operating light.
Laser, yeah.
Yeah, I could actually see a crisp.
What options were you given before the test?
Oh, nothing. It was laughable, and it was a little disheartening. But my heart goes out to patients who didn't get a chance to meet you straight away, who went to other doctors maybe and had some issues in the process. My heart goes out to those people because if things are done correctly and educated correctly.
Anything you want to say? I know you were concerned about him. Anything?
No, I was smooth sailing.
Doesn't?
Oh yes. So closed frame. Make sure you extend the elbows. Get the elbows in line with the shoulder joints. Inflate the chest. Pull the back. Yep. Now take your left hand. Extend at the elbow, and you're in perfect closed frame position for ballroom dancing.
Justin!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Love it.
Thank you.
Come on. Tomorrow morning I'll see you.
Thank you.
Here's our amazing dance master. I'll see you. Looks great. So here's the intact we had done 6 months ago, and then yesterday we did LenzOplastique. So we took him from structural to visual. Any pain at all?
No, sir.
Looks fantastic, healing already. And you can tell the difference already.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Again, please rest. Thank
What
you.
you do is you actually take and extend your elbows, and then you lift your back. It's almost like you're taking your rib cage and you're tilting it a little bit. So if you watch me, you're tilting your rib cage slightly, which points your chest up. That allows your chin to lift, and then you can put your neck in the position you need to be. Yep. Again, it sounds simple, but when you start to move, so when you're actually doing like for instance, well, just a waltz box, as you start to move, what happens is we start to lose it because we're concentrating on
what
our
you're
feet.
doing.
Yeah. And so the game is to stay as lifted as possible as you move through space, so that when you get to a position where this is automatic, you can then devote a lot of your attention to your feet. Most people go into dancing and they want to learn steps,
And
like
stance
teaching
is
steps.
not.
No.
Stance.
Yeah, you have to learn stance. So, proud of you.
Love it. Careful.
Yeah, man.
Sunglasses.
Absolutely.
Justin.